All right, let's try this again. Apparently, my either when I got a phone call, it stopped working. Anyway, let's see here. See if we can get some people back on, and we'll start talking. All right, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Apparently, my phone was not working earlier. Let me know if you guys can hear me. We're good. All right, awesome, good, awesome. All right, cool. So anyway, my car got stolen, and thanks, Katie Jack. So my car got stolen a couple weeks, and I'm gonna get a new car, Tesla X. Anyway, cool story. I wanted to talk about last week. It was the Elite Retreat. So as you guys probably know, I'm a Tom Ferry coaching agent, and he had his Elite Retreat last week, which is all of his elite clients, which includes, so he has got a few different tiers. He's got the core, which is like the least expensive tier, which is like once every 2 weeks. The elite is once every week. And then you have Team Plus, which is if you have a team, then you can get into the higher level, which is like a lot more, one-on-one with Tom Ferry. What's up, David? Brain, Albors, what's up? Real Estate V, what's up? Anyway, so I was at the Elite Retreat last week and I had a blast. Robert Mack had a great event at Top Golf. That was really fun. He invited some real estate influencers there, which is pretty cool. We had Eric from the Broke Agent there, who's actually used to be an agent at Hilton and Hyland. That was pretty cool. And, just a lot of different great agents to network with and learn from. I thought it's always very powerful to be around other agents and asking them what they do, what's working for them. So it's been awesome, just to hang out with other agents and really just network and just talk about their business and just kind of help each other out. I love being part of the Tom Ferry ecosystem. So if you are not a Tom Ferry like coaching client, highly recommend it if you're in the business. Even if you just do core, right, just to kind of get started, and then you can work your way up. What's up? You're the man. Keep it up, bro. Ski trip. Oh, dude, how was your ski trip in Utah? I wanted to hear about it. That sounds awesome, man. Hopefully it was well and you didn't get hurt. Anyway, so I wanted to go over some things I learned at the Tom Ferry Elite Retreat. So dude, you want to do an IG live with me, David? Let me know, bro. We'll do one next week on Thursday. I'm gonna go over some notes that I took from the Elite Retreat. So Tom always talks about, they give you so much information, right? Every single of these events, he's got one big event. It's called the Summit. It's every August around there, and now it's in Dallas. It used to be in Anaheim, and that one just a 3-day event, and it's just full of a lot of content, so much. And he always tells you, just take 1 or 2 things with you for the next 12 months to incorporate in your business and just get 5% better, just 5% better, right? Because a lot of people go in there and they get overwhelmed with all the stuff that they're learning, right? So it's always good to go there, learn a little bit, and just implement a couple of ideas that are going to help your business grow. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate it. Where are you at, Heather? Which market are you in? So I'm going to go into Google Drive where I have my notes for Elite Retreat, and I'm going to share some notes with you that I took that I think are going to be pretty powerful. Here it goes, Elite 2022. All right, so he talks, and what I love about Tom, he's always talking about just like the next thing, right? So he had Natalia, I think she's the CEO or a chief executive something at this company called Propy, Propy. And it's a company that sells real estate using crypto. And they also offer a license, through their service. So it's like a class, it's like a webinar class or whatever, and you learn how to sell real estate using crypto. So I bought the class today. I'm going to start taking it, and I will be certified to sell crypto or sell houses using crypto after I get that license or certificate through them, which is pretty cool. It's the next big thing. I'm a big believer in Bitcoin and crypto. And I definitely want to be on that, just start learning that right away and understanding it. But I think it's fascinating. So I love how Tom just always, thinking ahead and always helping us, learn more about whatever's coming up in the market. Heather is from Boston suburbs, west of Boston. Sweet. Do you know Peter Giannakopoulos from Everett? He's one of my buddies. Also Tom Ferry. He was working with Cole Banker. Crypto to the moon. I love it. Real estate chef LA. What's up, brother? Hell yeah, man. What are you? Oh yeah, dude. I didn't know that this was your Insta. Good to meet you too, man. Good to see you again, actually. What kind of crypto are you into? I'm into Bitcoin. I went to the Bitcoin conference last year in Miami. That was really fun. I came back with COVID and I was sick for 6 weeks. But I'm going back again this year. I'm just fascinated by that asset and just it's just crazy. I'm highly invested in it, and so I'm obviously hoping it does well. And I think it's just a long-term hold. Anyway, if you guys are into crypto, let me know. But check out propy.com and take their class. Like, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna get certified. I'm gonna put that on all my social channels, right? Paul Salazar, crypto real estate license, right? And you never know. I mean, I can get some referrals from that. There's a lot of the crypto millionaires or billionaires do live in these hot areas like Los Angeles, the West Side, New York, Florida, and they're using the money that they made on crypto to buy luxury real estate. So anyway, signed up for Propy as well. Sweet. Let's take it together, man. All right, you got your Bitcoin, Ethereum. Okay, I don't know the other two. I don't know much about crypto except for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Anyway, all right, so these are my notes. Tom talks about, he was talking about how he's trying to buy every single property in El Paso. So he thinks El Paso, Texas is a hot market. So I wrote that down. He was talking about being a metaverse real estate agent. I was reading something yesterday on Instagram. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I saw that there was already like $150 million of real estate sold in the metaverse. That is just crazy to me. Like, what does that even mean? Real Estate V, what's up? She is into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I think it's Shiba. So he's talking about metaverse real estate agent, and I think this Propy also talks about that too. Like, how do we sell real estate in the metaverse? I know that sounds really odd, but guys, we have to get with the time, right? Like, this stuff is happening, right? And so if we want to be on the cutting edge, we want to be informed, we have to know this stuff. So I'm super excited about it. Also, by the way, if you guys like good incense, you should definitely buy this right here, Palo Santo. I just lit this up and my whole office smells really, really good. A little off topic there. All right, so let's talk about some other stuff here. If anybody else is here is into crypto, send me a message. Let's have a chat about it. I would love to have maybe once we get our crypto license, we can do an IG live about that and talk about that. That'd be awesome. All right, let's see here. He talks about mental toughness. He talks about, let me see here, who are you next? Craig, better ideas. Let's see here. He says research. I say here, research Ivy Zellman. Ivy Zellman is a real estate economist. I need to research Ivy Zellman because she has a lot of good information. Christine, what's up? Adrian, what's up? George Ortiz, what's up? All right. He also asked us what our goal for the end of the year is. All right. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now. My goal for the end of the year is to have my net worth be $1.8 million. So it's I gotta work hard this year, build my team, save some money, invest, and also hope that my investments are also making money in a really crazy market. What am I building? So he's asking us, what are you building, right? So my response is, I'm building a team that runs on its own so that I can travel the world, raising my family to learn from different cultures as I work on becoming the best version of myself and helping my team become leaders and wealthy. So that was what I wrote down when he asked me, what am I building, right? So I'm building a team, and I'm building a base and structure so that I can leave in 3 years in 2025 and I can be remote. That's my goal, right? That's my big why. So Tom's his big topic of the Elite Retreat was, where are you going to be in 4 years? He wants every one of us to be retired in 4 years from now, which is awesome. I love that. He wants us to all be retired in 4 years. He thinks that the market is going to be hot for another 4 years. which is really interesting because he said it was like another 2 years, but I think, he's, seeing what the trends are, what the demand is, and how many houses we have that's going to last another 4 years. So we'll see. I would love the market to be hot for another 4 years. That'd be insane. So he talks about, okay, he wants everybody to be able to retire in 4 years. He's not saying that you have to retire in 4 years. He's just saying, how do we get you to a point in your career where you have the option to retire once the market takes a shift, right? And I just love that. Like, wow, you're hearing from somebody that is worth probably over $150-200 million, and he's talking about, getting you to a point where you can retire in 4 years from now. And my goal was to do that in 3 years, but he said 4, so that's awesome. Like I said, I want to be remote in 3 years from now, but I still want to be running my team remotely, working 10 hours a week, maybe 15 hours a week, which means, a few hours a day, right? That would be amazing, where I can be on my catamarans, say in the Mediterranean, or traveling to different parts of the world. I want to travel throughout South America, throughout Europe, Asia, Africa, everywhere, Australia. I want to go everywhere. So anyway, I think I went a little bit off topic there. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you guys don't know me, I'm Paul Salazar. I'm running a team of 4 agents currently, and I'm looking to bring on another agent. So if you guys know of anybody who's looking to join a team here in Beverly Hills, let me know. I am interviewing people in the next 2 to 4 weeks. All right, here we go. So let's see here. So Jason Pantana, who is Tom's marketing coach, who's amazing. This guy knows so much about marketing on YouTube and Instagram and Google My Business and all these things. So whenever Jason Pantana speaks, I'm always just kind of really, really focused because he's got so much good information. So this is what I got, okay? He says here, Google My Business, run searches in my market, which categories highlighted, post 30-second pics every day, 30-second videos every day. So if you guys are in real estate, which most of you guys are, make sure you guys have the Google My Business page. It's completely free, all right? And make sure that you're posting, whatever you're posting on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, post it on Google My Business, right? How do people find real estate agents, right? I mean, if they know somebody, through their network, great. But if they don't, they're going to go on Google and they're going to search real estate agent. And guess what? The best listings on the Google My Business page, which is completely free to do. So like right now, if you search Beverly Hills real estate agent or whatever, I'm number 5 or number 6 right there. I want to get to the top 3, right? Charlie, what's up? The new home sell Estavanova. What's up? What's up, Ellie? How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Jessica, what's up? Ellen, what's up? Utah Realtor Chris, what's up? All right, so let's keep going here on my notes. So again, get a Google My Business page, right? It's really, really powerful. One of the things I got from his talk was doing a video on, like, say, like if you're doing like a neighborhood tour, or if you're doing if you're interviewing like a restaurant owner in your area, like, and say like if you're living in like Houston, for instance, right, and you have like a great steakhouse and they have 5,000 reviews on Google My Business, go interview that owner and post a video on their business page, because their business page is going to have photos and video and whatnot, and mostly not going to have video on it. But if you have your video on it, you're going to have free branding to a ton of people that are going to that business. I thought that was genius. So if you guys aren't already doing that, think about doing that. What's up, cuz? Camilo Caicedo, how you doing, bro? I know my cousin is probably heartbroken from our team Colombia, that they're just absolute trash this week playing soccer. Anyway, that's another story. Google local ads, post videos on big Google My Business pages. He said he put here museums, restaurants, any kind of business. TY Gart Media, what's up? YouTube, in-stream ads and in-feed ads. Let's run test ads on neighborhood tours. Okay, so there's obviously Facebook ads and like Instagram ads. Those are really hard nowadays because of what happened with housing, and you can't really do much with like targeting specific people. Now it's like a radius, and it's kind of annoying, right? So YouTube ads are really, really powerful, and they're much cheaper than Facebook and Instagram ads. So if you guys are doing any kind of video, you can do really short, 10 or 15 or 30-second videos, and you can do in-stream ads, right? Or you can do in-feed ads. List me cards, content, takeaways, trending audio on TikTok. Okay, so if you're posting something on TikTok that's funny, use the trending audio. So I guess there's a way to find out what the trending audio is, and then you can use that audio when you're posting a TikTok, and it's gonna get you more views. Megan V Realty, what's up? All right, let me know if you guys have any questions on this. I know I'm just gonna spit out some things that I'm seeing on my notes right here from Elite Retreat last week. Again, I'm only gonna pick a couple things here that I like. One of the things is video, right? Like Tom's been talking about video for probably a decade now, and I've been doing video, and not as much as I want to. I do a lot of prospecting, which is how I get most of my business. So I'm on phone calls, 1 or 2 hours a day, and I'm cold calling expireds. I'm doing follow-ups. I'm circle dialing. So I'm doing a lot of prospecting that way, which is great. But it's very draining. So I would love to get to a point where I get calls from people and saying, "Hey, come take a look at my house and come list it," which is what that's my goal, right? Is to get to a point where I don't have to make any more calls. I could just I just get calls from referrals and from people that are looking at me from YouTube or Instagram or like Facebook. So I'm gonna hire a videographer that's going to help me grow my YouTube presence, because that's really important. And I'm also going to hire a YouTube specialist that's going to tell me the strategy I need to use, hashtags, ads, anything like that, to get me to a few thousand followers by the end of the year, and then just keep growing from there, right? So if you guys are not using YouTube, definitely highly recommend posting any of your videos, even short form videos, right? What's hot right now is YouTube Shorts. That's like the Reels for Instagram and the TikTok, right? YouTube has their own version. It's called YouTube Shorts. And also do YouTube Lives. I'm gonna start doing YouTube Lives soon. It's just like an IG Live, but it's on YouTube. And they're pushing that kind of content a lot more than anything else. Ramsey Ramirez RE, this the Ramsey that's working with Garrison? If so, what's up, brother? You're working with a great guy. I love Garrison. Charlie says, what's the next seminar or training on your agenda and topic? How many do you calendar a year for education? Honestly, I'm constantly learning, Charlie. So there's no real I go to all the I go to the Elite Retreat every single year. That's in January. It's a 2-day event. And then I go to the Summit, which is a 3-day event. This year it's gonna be in Dallas. And then, I'm constantly watching webinars. I'm talking to I have a mastermind with other agents, and I'm asking them what they're doing, what's working with in their business. So I'm constantly learning, man. It's never ending, right? Because things are changing constantly, and you always want to be on the cutting edge of whatever's working, right? And there's things that are old school, like sending letters out. That's working really well right now as well. Ramsey says yes. Charlie, let me know if that answers your question. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Video posting, check the DM priming. DM priming. So this is actually really, really cool. This is a strategy that the broke agent, if you guys follow the broke agent, Eric, he talks about this thing called DM priming. So what he does is before he posts something, he'll start DMing people the video, I believe, either I think right after he posted, he'll start DMing people, or maybe he'll DM people before he posts it, and then that will get him some more traction. So I thought that was really, really cool. We'll love to have Eric here on IG Live at some point. I'll ask him, see if he's got some time to hang out with us. All right, what else we got here? On-screen call to actions on YouTube. location tagging on video posting. So whenever you're posting a video, make sure you do make sure you're doing location tagging. So like for instance, if you're on Instagram and you click on a location of a post, then you're gonna see all the posts in that location. So it's always with the Tom Ferry ecosystem was talking about how she shot videos. My connection was bad there, so I am back. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So this agent that's also a coach with the Tom Ferry Network, what she does is that she shot videos of every single part of the buyer process and the seller process. So basically like a workflow for her clients, to see. So she'll send a link, right? And it'll be a playlist on YouTube. Sarah Logan wants to come on. Sarah, I don't know you. If you're an agent and you want to ask me a question, I'm more than happy to add you here to the IG live, but I don't really know you. Anyway, so that's a good idea, guys. Like, think about all the pain points in any single transaction process, right? For buyers and for sellers, there's always pain points, right? For sellers, it's probably dealing with offers. The other thing could be requests for repairs, right? Or moving out, right? Like, what do I leave? Like, can I take out the chandelier or the window curtains, right? So she shoots videos on all these different pain points and also the process, right? Like for buyers, it's all right. Make sure that you wire your earnest money deposit within 3 business days here in California. So that could be one video. So she's got a bunch of videos for both the buyer process and the seller process as an unlisted playlist on YouTube. And now she can send that to a buyer client and to her seller client. And now through that process, they can look at those videos, and then she gets less calls. So I thought that was really genius. That's something that I'm going to put on my list for future. But I thought it was a good idea. QR codes for everything, right? So we actually pay for a QR code generator. It's like $10 a month. And we have like 50 QR codes that we can use at any given time. But we use that for all of our mailers. So any kind of mailer that we're sending out, we have a QR code in there, and they can scan that. Brochures, property brochures, anything that is printed, we have a QR code that's going to lead them to something that we want, website or something like that, right? So on our property brochures, which I'll show you right now. Hopefully it's a new property brochure. Let's see here. There you go. So here, see that right there? So this is a property I sold for 3.2 million. Oh, actually, no, this is a property I sold for 1.6 in Mar Vista, but it's got a QR code. See right there. So make sure that you have QR codes for everything. Print is alive. My brother is an old printer guy. Sold printing presses. Print is still alive, but it's also very expensive. There's cheaper ways to market yourself, but print is still a very important part of my business. All right, so let's keep going on my notes, and I gotta go. I got a dinner at a Cuban restaurant with a couple of friends. Subscribe to our newsletter on Linktree. I think that's a good idea too. I don't have that, but I'm gonna actually put that on my list of things to do. If you guys don't have Linktree, it's free and you can have it. That's what Linktree does. I think it's great. So we have like our property websites on there. Let's actually see what's on my Linktree. If I go on my Linktree on my Instagram, it's going to have, we're hiring a real estate assistant and ops manager. That is no longer true. So I got to tell my assistant to take that off. But it's got some of my YouTube videos on here. It's got some press. It's got my website. So yeah, so here it is. So if you guys don't have Linktree, I highly recommend getting Linktree. Sarah from California Property says, what was the Google business thing called? It's called Google My Business. Just put that into Google My Business, and then you can create an account with your Gmail. If you don't have Gmail, then get Gmail. But it's super easy to set up, and what you want to do is you want to get reviews on there, right? And post every single day, right? Whatever you want to post, right? So anything that you're posting on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, right? You want to post on the Google My Business page. I know that sounds weird, but I'm getting like 20 to 40 views on each of my posts per day, and that's been obviously growing. I didn't get any views like 6 months ago, but now I'm starting to get views. So let's continue. Let's see what else other notes I have. Future of real estate, crypto, NFTs. Okay. This is pretty cool, right? Like building a team, like that's what I'm doing right now. So I went to a breakout session about building my team. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Christian Bonds, what's up, brother? All right, here we go. Let's see here. So I went to a breakout session with Bill Pipes. He's one of Tom's like really good friends, and he's a great coach. And he's talking about how to build a team, how to get the best out of your team, right? So hiring smart is really important. So he talks about, knowing who your next hire is going to be, build an avatar, having a 6-step clear process for interviews, making sure that you ask them to send you like a video of why they should, why they're a good fit for the position, right? That's always good. Great onboarding, coach powerfully. The 3 steps into building a really successful team is to interview right. You make sure that the agents that you're interviewing go through that process. Make that process lengthy so that you know that they're a good fit. I gotta leave in 5 minutes. Then after that, you have to have great onboarding, and that's what I'm working on right now. And guys, give me 1 second. It's a little dark here. Let me get the lights on. All right, sorry about that. It's a little dark in here. Great hiring, right? Make sure that you hire the right person and make sure that they're going through several steps. Make sure that you get a DISC profile, personality test, so that you know what their personality type is, and to make sure that their personality type is the right fit for you, and for your team, right? So if you're going to be hiring an operations manager, you want them to have a low D, a low I, a high S, and a high C, right? A D is driver, an I is influencer, an S is stable, and a C is cautious. So for anything that has to do with operations, you want somebody who's stable and somebody who's very cautious. If you want to hire a real estate agent on your team, you want somebody that has a high I and a low C. That means that they're an influencer type. They can influence people, and they have a high S, they're stable, and then a low C, they're cautious, right? Because people that are out there, risking, I guess their paycheck by maybe leaving a job or whatever. If they have a high C, they're probably going to want to have like a stable income, right? And real estate, not real stable in terms of income, at least for the first year or so. All right, so hire good, three-step process, right? Hire good, and then have great onboarding. So our onboarding are a bunch of videos. So we've shot video on all of our workflows. How's your personality type? I'm not going to tell you. Actually, I haven't done mine in a while, Katie Jack. But the last time I checked, I was a high D, a high I, and a low S and a low C. I think that's what mine was. But it also changes over time. And I think yours, Katie Jack. I don't know if you want me to disclose yours. I won't disclose yours. Fernando Vargas, what's up, brother? All right, so okay, coach powerfully. Great onboarding, right? So our onboarding right now is a bunch of videos, right? So watch these videos. This is how we work with clients. This is our escrow process. This is this is how we role play, and we have videos for everything. We probably have like 200 videos at this point, and we started with 0 videos, and that was the biggest thing for me. I was like, oh man, when I'm gonna build a team, how am I gonna do that? That's gonna be a lot of work. How do I coach them? How do I do this, right? So you just kind of learn over time. Katie Jack says yes, go for it. Katie Jack had a medium D, high I, a medium S, and I think a medium C. So you're a good fit for an agent. What's up, Fernando Vargas? What's up, brother? All right, coach powerfully. That's the other step and the last step in building a good sales team, right? So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm learning. You know, that this is all a learning process for me. But what I'm teaching my agents is what I'm being taught. Right, is you have to have 4 lead pillars. You have to prospect. You have to get at least 25 new contacts per week. You have to be strong on the follow up. You have to door knock. Like, it's a lot of fucking work. And my agent said this morning, they're like, "Damn, Paul, we're tired." And I said, "You guys can take a day off if you guys want, you know?" So I know that they're working their ass off, you know, and I know that they're going to start seeing results here pretty soon. All right, let's see here. Oh, and he also said, Coach Pipes also said, because, you know, there's a lot of people talking about video and marketing and all this stuff, but the most important thing is you have to prospect. That's the most important part in real estate, is prospect. Then you enhance with marketing, right? So you want to drive that prospecting first, and you want to start getting leads and sales and going on appointments and learning how to handle objections, and then afterwards you can start working on your marketing, right? Or, you know, so that's what I did, right? When I first started, you know, working with Tom in his coaching program, I was just cold calling, and then over time I hired an assistant, and over time I hired a VA, and over time I hired a part-time, you know, social media person and a marketing person, right? But in the beginning I don't have the budget for that, so I just had to do that little by little. Okay, guys, I gotta bounce. I gotta go get dinner right now. Real Estate V, my first time joining your live, great info. Thank you, I really appreciate that. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm usually on here every Thursday around 5 o'clock, and sometimes that changes. I think next week, what I'll do is I'll do an IG live at my new listing. It's the CatalinaEstate.com. Katie Jack, if you're on here still, if you don't mind just putting theCatalinaEstate.com, go check out this new listing, guys. It's absolutely stunning. It's $6 million. We just put it on the market a few hours ago, and I've already gotten a couple of calls. I got some calls from some really cool entertainment people. I'll probably be showing it to a few A-list celebrities, which I'm pretty excited about. It's a beautiful view property on Catalina Street in Los Feliz for $6 million, around 4,000 square feet on a 17,000 square foot lot. It's absolutely stunning. Check out the website, theCatalinaEstate.com. And it has the video on there. It's got, thank you so much, Katie Jack. I really appreciate it. It's got the video on there. It's got the floor plan, site plan, all the photos. It's a absolutely stunning property. You guys might have seen it on my Instagram as well. Fernando Vargas says, "Hey Paul, if you can go back to new agent Paul, what is some advice you'd give yourself?" Well, I always tell this to my agents, right? Because I feel like I was reborn 3 years ago when I joined the Tom Ferry organization. Because before that, I never cold called or door knocked, you know, and now I'm doing that, you know, on a weekly basis. The best advice I can give to a new agent is be consistent, but more importantly, just prospect, and prospect consistently, whatever you're doing. If you're sending mailers, you got to do it for 6 months or 12 months to start seeing results. If you're doing expired calls, you got to do that for 6 months to start seeing results. It just takes time, right? You got to be consistent with it. You have to learn it, right? So as a new agent, just absorb as much as you can and learn, and think long term. Sarah says, thank you so much. Thank you, Sarah. Oscar G. Dallas just joined. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm going to get some Cuban food. I'll see you next week at my brand new listing in Los Feliz for $6 million, theCatalinaEstate.com. Have a good night, guys, and cheers.